Hi everybody, I'm James Melville, aka Rooster Illusion, staring at this corner of the screen because it took me a second to realize that the webcam is over there and that's where I should be looking. Because eye contact is important. Anyway, I kind of sidetracked myself there. Oh, anyway. I don't really feel like writing a review today, so instead of a written review, you guys are going to get a video review. Get to see my face, hear my voice, all that cute stuff. Anyway. So we had a successful October reading here, but now Wednesdays are going to be dedicated to reviewing movies in theaters. Because it's been a while since I did a review of a movie in theaters, even though I've been to the movies like 3 times-ish four times in October. Sorry, guys. But anyway. So this week you're getting a review of Argo, which I actually saw twice in theaters. So again, sorry, bit of a delay. Anyway, if you haven't heard of Argo somehow, it's Ben Affleck's new movie. It's been very well received by critics and audiences, like real critics who actually review movies on time. James, yeah. So it's based on a true story. Takes place in late 1979, early 1980, after the Iranian Revolution. Six American diplomats are stuck in Iran, hiding from revolutionaries in the Canadian diplomat's house. They're hiding in the diplomat's house. There aren't revolutionaries in there. Sorry, the sentence was kind of weirdly constructed. Yeah, anyway, Ben Affleck plays Tony Mendez, a CIA exfiltration agent. He gets people out of places, and he is tasked with coming up with a cover story that will allow these 6 American diplomats to go through airport security and then leave the country and return to America. So the story he comes up with is that they are a Canadian film crew making a science fiction movie called Argo. Yes, that's where the title comes from. Right? Anyway. So, but in order to do this, he has to actually go to Hollywood, set up a fake production company, get a producer to actually put the money forward to fake make this movie. It's clever. And he eventually goes to Iran, and will he get them out? Will he not? Tune in next week or go to Wikipedia to find out, because again, it is based on a true story. And normally being based on a true story is something I hold against a movie, because a lot of based on a true story movies are pretty crappy. They're really sentimental and they kind of just, I don't know, file away a lot of things in order to tell a coherent story, because life doesn't really work in coherent stories. But Argo is very good. It's a very compelling, I guess, drama. Yeah, definitely more drama than a thriller. It's very tensely plotted, but it is still a drama. It's very well directed, so good job, Ben Affleck. I know there's no way you're watching this, but if anyone who's watching this knows Ben Affleck, tell him that I think he did a good job directing this. He directed the shit out of this. It's even better than The Town, which was pretty good. I think we can all agree. Yeah, so he's working with a good script by, hold on, Chris Terrio is the guy who wrote the script. I'm not sure what else he's done, but hey, I'm on the internet. Sorry, it's kind of, my laptop's shaking. Anyway. Who also wrote a bunch of other stuff that I haven't heard of. He did a good job writing this. Good job, Chris Terrio. Anyway, I think the strongest thing that Argo has going for it, other than the script, is that it's incredibly well cast, and has some great performances. Ben Affleck gives a very good, very understated performance, which is perfect for the role. Also, he looks really sad with a beard. I don't know if I'm the only one who thought that, but he totally does. John Goodman, who is just always a delight to see, and Alan Arkin are both very good. John Goodman plays the special effects guy who is Tony's contact in Hollywood, and Alan Arkin plays the director slash producer. They get to actually make everything seem legit. And there's actually a surprising amount of comedy in this movie. Like, it's not a comedy, but there's some really funny moments, especially in Hollywood. Like, Alan Arkin gets most of the best lines. Oh, maybe it's John Goodman. It's like 50-50. But most of the humor is just the kind of jokes that funny people make in real life, especially during tense, really shitty situations. And I like that. I like comedies, but I also like in dramas where there are moments of realistic humor. Because people make jokes, especially when, things are looking pretty grim. Bryan Cranston is always in it. Also in it. Always great. Yeah, he's, Bryan Cranston. For people who don't recognize his name, he's the main actor from Breaking Bad, which I'm way behind on. It's a good show. But yeah. So in a nutshell, Argo is well directed, well written, and well acted. It pays attention to its characters. They feel like real people. They're given enough depth where you care about what happens to everyone, which is impressive and also incredibly necessary. My one complaint about Argo is that the last 40 minutes when they're trying to escape from Iran, it gets just kind of generic. That was also my problem with the end of the town. Like, it starts out really well, but it just has kind of a generic ending. And that's fine. And it's a testament to Ben Affleck's directing and to the script that even though you can tell what's going to happen because it has been done before, you still really get into it. And it's still very tense. Even though there's one too many of those coincidences thing where the timing just has to line up. Like, two people in America get held up from answering the phone when Ben Affleck in Iran really needs them to answer the phone. And it's like, really? Does timing really work like that? Okay, it's a movie, fine. But don't let that deter you from seeing the movie. It is really, really good. It didn't really stick with me afterwards. I mean, it's compelling while you're watching it, and it's cool to think about it. It's a true story that was, classified until 1992, I think. And that's neat, and it's cool that this really happened. But after you leave the theater, you kind of move on to other stuff, and that's fine. It is an entertaining, well-made movie. It's an interesting story and good performances. Sometimes you don't really need any more than that. It doesn't have to sit with you forever. So, yeah. I think that about wraps it up. Tune in next... Well, I guess you can tune in tomorrow for Shelley Candola's single malt movies review of Seven Psychopaths. I don't think that's a spoiler telling you guys what she was going to review. I'm not going to give anything away. Or you can just kind of not read anybody else's stuff until next Wednesday when I review probably... Oh no, I guess Skyfall. When I review Skyfall. James Bond. Anyway, this is James Melville signing off.